Thanks for the ride. Hold on a minute. We need to talk. Talk about what? You're not the same guy lately. Fights in school? Shirking your chores? You barely say a word to me or to your aunt. What's the story? There's no story. You're changing. And that's normal. This is the age when a man becomes the man he's going to be for the rest of his life. Just be careful who you change into, okay? I feel all this power, but I don't know what it means or how to control it. What I'm supposed to do with it, even. You'll figure it out. You've always been one smart cookie. Always been. But with knowledge is power. And with great power comes great responsibility. Don't ever forget that. Yeah, I know all about that. It's not what I'm talking about. You wouldn't understand. Do you want to bet? When I was your age, I went through exactly the same things. No, you didn't. That's my whole point. It's just possible that something unique is happening to me, isn't it? Believe it or not, it passes. You grow out of it. I'm not gonna grow. Just drop it. I'll figure it out myself. Look, if you won't give me so much as a clue, I can't help you. I didn't ask for help. I know I'm not your father, Peter. Then stop trying pretending to be. I'll pick you up at this corner at 9 o'clock.
And then he died.
Directed by Peter Jackson.
So that's the...
What? For real?
No. What? No.
Yeah, I was like, what? What are you talking about?
Da, 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 da.
I don't know why that's funny.
That is funny. But no, that is first Spider-Man, correct?
Spider-Man 2002.
Yeah.
Directed by Sam Raimi.
Not Peter Jackson. And, what's it called? Tobey Maguire, our dude.
Tobey Maguire,
and you
yeah.
made him sound whiny too, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
You wouldn't understand.
You don't understand. You're not my dad.
No crap. No, really. My name is Uncle Ben.
That was one of the best Uncle Bens. I think it was Cliff Robertson that played Uncle Ben. He was just fantastic in that short, sweet role.
Yeah, Katie, what are you doing over there with your thingamajiggy? There's a lot of slurpage from your mic.
Not doing anything.
Anyways, would you say, we'll get into my intro in a second. Would you say Tobey Maguire was a good Spider-Man?
Yes.
Yes,
he was
we've
Spider-Man.
We've had this discussion like 2 years ago.
I just wanted to make sure, just to clarify, we have
on record. He was a good Spider-Man for his time, for that era. Yeah, he was excellent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Andrew Garfield, good Spider-Man.
Yes.
He was a decent Spider-Man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tom Holland, good Spider-Man.
He was a very good Spider-Man.
So, we've had good Spider-Men. That's good.
We haven't had a bad Spider-Man. They haven't had one.
That's good.
Now, Batman and Superman, on the other hand.
Hey, Henry Cavill is amazing. Okay?
No, prior to that.
All right.
Well, no, I guess we haven't had a bad Superman. We haven't had a bad Superman that I can think of, but
George Clooney was a horrible Batman. We'll put it that way.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it was really his fault. The whole movie was trash.
Listen, we could talk about that movie, but I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. I do like it. Everybody can shut up.
People love to crap on Arnold, but I think Arnold is great in that movie. He's so fun. He doesn't care. He's just doing one-liners. Time to chill. And
that was my closer last week when you were doing your own Mr. Freeze impression, like just sort of glitching out. Let's give the dinosaurs the Ice Age.
It's such like dad jokes, but it's like okay, yeah, it's funny, it's dumb, it's stupid. Wow. Uma Thurman is bad in that movie. Uma Thurman.
She's really bad in that movie.
So bad.
Well, anyways, welcome back to yet another episode of Bump That episode 111. If you don't know who we are, we've got Brian in this corner.
The Amazing Spider Boy.
We've got KT in this corner.
Today is my 111th birthday.
Happy
And I'm
birthday.
Ileana, your host, and we are, see, and that's where I was going to mess up my intro again. I wanted to say, and we're signing off. No, we just started. And, we're siblings who have a love for all things nerdy, video games,
He's
TV
dead.
shows,
I'm not dead.
movies, video games, TV shows, all of the sort, and decided to share it with all of you here on the internet, and here you are listening.
Hey, do you need a teleprompter
Maybe.
for the thing that we do every week?
Come on, Nick Cannon. Let's go.
So welcome. And we've got quite a show for you guys today. But anyways, let's just talk real quick. Okay? The first subject on our news is a little bit touchy, so if you have some
Deals with R. Deals with
the
R.
R word. If you have some triggers for that, cut to like maybe 8 minutes. Okay?
We won't give him any more notice than he needs.
Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, skip 8 minutes forward if you don't want to hear any of that. But first, hit that subscribe button while you're scrolling on down, and maybe give us a like and a comment. You know, we love those sorts of things. But anyways, we do have a giveaway. I will be giving more information right before the chunk, so stay tuned. Okay, stay tuned. I will give more information. You want to be part of this giveaway? Yes. But let's go ahead and jump into the news. So, that 70s show, that 70s show, from what channel did that come out on?
That was on Fox.
It was on Fox? Okay. So, that show. And this actor, Danny Masterson, is now convicted of 2 accounts of R-word. That's, 2 accounts. And has been segregated from other prisoners for his own safety. For his own safety, because, gosh, I feel like in prison, like, even in prison, they're like, bro, that's low. We're gonna rip you limb from limb. So,
and this is a really crazy story. So, when he goes in for sentencing, like, he hasn't been sentenced, like, to however much time he's going to be in prison.
yeah.
He can be in prison for 30 years, up to 30 years. And apparently, the Church of Science... He is 47.
Dang.
47
Holy
years
cow.
old.
Is he really that old?
He is 47 years old.
Holy shnikes. Dang.
Yeah.
And apparently, somehow, the Church of Scientology is a part of this. Not sure how.
Is he a Scientologist?
I don't know. This is coming from the Guardian. Danny Masterson, the actor best known for his role in That 70s Show, was found guilty of 2 counts of rape on Wednesday in a Los Angeles retrial in which the Church of Scientology played a central role. I would like to know what exactly the Church of Scientology's role was. Let's see. The Church of Scientology played a significant role in the first trial, but arguably an even larger one in the second. Judge Charlene F. Olmedo allowed expert testimony on church policy from a... So, are they saying... It sounds as though they're saying that it wasn't rape because of whatever they believe in Scientology. That is a little cray-cray.
Yeah.
So apparently it has become obvious at the first trial that the jury could use more information about Scientology to understand why the 3 alleged victims, who were Scientologists at the times of the attacks between 2001 and 2003, had felt restrained by the church's policies, and 2 of them didn't report law enforcement for nearly 2 decades.
Wow.
Masterson... And the second, that discussing Scientology's rules about keeping things from police would not violate Masterson's religious rights as a lifelong Scientologist. So apparently this was all within Scientology. These were all converts of that specific religion. And so Masterson fooled around on these women, did the dirty, and they felt probably they got some within their religion or, whatever their faith-based systems. And they're like, don't say anything, don't do anything. You
Yeah.
know, Masterson probably, because in Scientology you have to spend a lot of money to move up to the next levels or whatever. That's, we all know, I've heard about that. You got to spend a lot of money. So if you give a lot of money, the more higher you up you go in that. And so they're like, he's probably protected. And so finally, these women were like, you know what? I don't care how protected he is. We're
Yeah.
gonna get justice done or whatever.
I don't care
So,
what his status is
yeah.
in Scientology or actor wise. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go out and share my experience because
Yeah,
gosh,
good for
that's
them.
Well, kudos to them, and that's a big thing. For victims, I'm not going to say females because it could be either one. For
right.
victims of rape, they can seek help and they can seek justice, and they don't have to live in fear or guilt or shame or anything like that.
Yeah.
So yeah,
The shame is a big one because it's like it's not your fault.
yeah.
It's never your fault for
Of
something
course
like that. So we'll go ahead and move away from that. But we just wanted to share that this character, who was a beloved person of this show, is no one is safe from doing the same thing.
TLDR. And I know this is going to be a shocker for some of you, but Hollywood star screws up going. The shocker is that he's actually going to jail for so long.
Yeah. What
So,
was it? It said was convicted of 2 out of 3 accounts of forcible R, and the third being deadlocked due to a hung jury. So.
dang.
Well, anyways, we'll just go ahead and leave you with that. If you're back, hey,
Hi.
back.
Hi.
We're clean again. All right, so moving on. Things not looking good over in Pixar either. Ugh, dang, we're kind of being a bummer this week, aren't we? But 75 layoffs, including the executive who saved Toy Story 2. Now, what's the story about Toy Story 2? Who is this executive?
Oh, okay. So this executive, I forget her name, but there was a time when somehow all of the work that had been done on Toy Story 2 was deleted. All the work on all the computers at Pixar was deleted. And so it just so happened that this executive, she wasn't an executive at that time. I think she was an artist. She was at home on maternity leave and she was working
Yeah.
from home. And she had the file. She was the only one
She had
in
like on a
all
thumb
of.
drive.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah. I remember this.
Yeah, she was the
It's
only
a
one.
classic, legendary Disney Pixar story.
Yes, and she was able to save Toy Story 2. They saved about 75% of the work that they did. So, yeah, so all of a sudden,
Her name
now
is Galen Suzman.
there we go. She's
Well,
no
a
more
lot
at
of these
Pixar.
layoffs too are a result of the calamity that was Lightyear.
Yes.
Yeah.
2 of the highest profile names, this comes from cartoonbrew.com. 2 of the highest profile names to depart the company in this new round of layoffs are Angus MacLane and Galen Suzman, the director and producer of Lightyear. According to a recent analysis, the film was one of last year's biggest Hollywood flops, losing $106 million. So, that's pretty huge.
It was such a boss, dude.
Yeah.
We went into the movie so excited, so hyped up, and you got literally, I mean,
Because they could have done anything with that film, but they gave us that. And it was like,
I don't know what, you were like, what were you guys thinking? We gave
Right.
you the tools to make an awesome science fiction action comedy, something like that.
something
you
really
guys-
cool with the character.
And you guys
third.
made it, I mean, I hate to say it, but I mean, it's kind of across the board. You made it into like this woke,
Yep.
humdrum nothing.
And
that
a
just
twist
didn't
villain,
work.
which Disney has proved time and time again. Twist villains are out. Stop doing them. People don't like them. They don't work.
That
done
was his
seeing them.
mistake.
Exactly. We're done seeing them.
And you know what? And that's why, I'm going to talk about it later, that's why Little Mermaid is doing gangbusters.
Because they don't have any of that garbage.
That's why they kept it classic, old school, and it works, and people are eating that up.
That's good. There's a fellow YouTuber by the name of All Done who was talking about The Incredibles 2, and he said everything of how I feel about that movie as well. Of they had 15 years to make something better, and that's what we got. Just kind of, it was a film.
I still like it. I will advocate. I will be the only person on this earth to advocate for Incredibles 2. And this is coming from.
That video.
I don't want to watch it. I don't want to watch it. But here's the thing. If I enjoy it, don't make me try to not enjoy it.
You can enjoy it, but I want you to understand.
I like
the
Incredibles
why.
too, but I can see someone not, having an issue with the villain. That.
Yeah, and I get it. It is not a perfect film. It is not a perfect film. But I still like the movie. I do.
Let us know down in the comments below. Did you like Lightyear? Did you like Incredibles 2?
Well,
Why didn't you?
I want to know these people that like Lightyear.
Yeah. Now, granted, I did enjoy watching Lightyear. Like going into the theater, watching a movie. The cat thing, the cat robot saved that film to me, because if it wasn't there, it would have been, gosh, I hate all of these characters, even Buzz. But no, that little, what was his name? Socks? Yeah, Socks saved that film. But this layoffs, and the same article that I shared earlier, Pixar has not been spared by the Walt Disney Company's plan to eliminate 7,000 jobs as part of its broader cost-cutting effort. So Disney's trying to lay off 7,000. Pixar only got 75. I wonder where, like, Disney is cutting them off of. Is it like their animation team? Is their story team? I just don't know. They need a higher new storyboards. I don't know.
Here's the thing, and this sort of goes into what we're talking about next. They can't hire any new writers because they're all on strike.
Yeah, so, take us into the next one. The strikes continue. The Writers Guild strike is in its 6th week, and the effects are beginning to rise to the surface. Spider-Man 4 has been canceled indefinitely, along with some other Disney titles. Shows such as Abbott Elementary are on hiatus, with the stars and fellow workers standing in solidarity with the writers. As of now, we're at a standstill. That's going to be huge for, I don't know, like the next wave of everything. Think like Marvel movies, Star Wars, everything like that.
I think the movies, are going to be fine. I think a lot of this is the television streamers.
Well, that's what I meant. I'm sorry. Think of like all the Disney Plus shows that come out of like Star Wars or Marvel.
You know what? That might be a good thing, because not all of those are very good.
Yeah. Obi-Wan was kind of
because, I mean, if you watch like even Mandalorian this past season, that show was, there were episodes of that show you could completely cut out.
I never even finished it. After the Lizzo Jack Black episode, I never.
See, yeah, I mean, and you're like, oh, because then the ending of that show, this season, is excellent, but you're like, why do we have this crummy episode of Drek that goes absolutely nowhere? We just cut this whole thing out,
So
So maybe it's a good thing, because a lot of writing lately for a lot of the big streamers has been very subpar. So yeah.
Yeah.
I am concerned for my show, Abbott Elementary. I will give it up to them. But, I mean, for that one, I'm a little confused on, because Quinta Brunson is the writer for that show, and she's also the main star.
She's the head writer, though. She's probably still has a room full of 4 or 5 other writers.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. That's true. You stand with them. You stand with your people.
Yeah. But, I mean, eventually it's going to be like, at what point are we going to, like, you know what? We got plenty more where that came from. We're going to...
Well, and I've been thinking about this as well. I'm waiting for a new contender to step up in terms of animation. When Illumination came by with Despicable Me, that was a whole new ball game. As much as we don't want to admit it, because it's Illumination.
It's a great film, though.
Yeah.
The first Despicable Me.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is a great
Yeah.
film.
Yeah, and even a good handful of the movies that came from Illumination afterwards, they were very, very good.
What
And
was
so
Ice Age crew? Who was that?
Blue,
Blue Sky.
Blue
Blue
Sky
S-
Studios.
Blue Sky, when they came out too, they were like, okay, these guys are up there too.
Competent. They're
Yeah,
competent.
but then they fricked it up. They
They
fricked it
got
Yeah,
up.
they
bought
well,
out by
they,
DreamWorks, right?
they had sequelitis, and they just started, making sequels, and just yeah.
Let's see. I gotta know what Ice Age movies. What number are we on? I think
Is
we're
it
turning.
5 or 6?
I think they forgot that they were making Ice Age movies and thought they were making Land Before Time.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Ray Romano's just like calling it in.
This is my paycheck.
Yeah, I
This
don't
was
know.
my
I like playing
paycheck.
I like playing the big old fat woolly mammoth.
Let's see. Films: Ice Age, The Meltdown, Dawn of the Dinosaurs, Continental Drift, Collision Course, The Ice Age Adventures of Buck Wild. What?
That is a thing.
So that's 6 films. Not to
Golly.
mention the short films.
And the writers are like, please, no more. No freaking more. You're
Get
getting
back in the basement.
Yeah.
Well, then
Oh my
and
goodness.
then you had not is it Pathé the group? That
Oh
does
yeah. Oh yeah, man. They're
What?
awesome.
But
Uh,
they only put out a movie like every 3-4 years.
If that.
What is that?
The group that does Kubo and the Two Strings.
That's Leica, isn't it?
Oh no,
Pathé.
but I know you're talking. I know you're talking about Pathé.
Leica did
Yeah, that's right.
Coraline and
Yeah.
Kubo.
Yeah. Pathé Films. But I know what you're talking about.
Path.
Don't scream at me. Everybody in the chat or in the movies or everybody's listening is screaming at me right now.
And then
God.
like Aardman Studios got bought out by DreamWorks too, so they're another
Yeah,
subsidiary of
yeah.
them. And
Yeah. They do. They're more international though, are they not?
I don't know any of their movies.
I don't know. Maybe I just thought I saw. There's like some other groups
did
out there
they
that do.
Chicken Run, so they're like.
Pathé is Chicken Run.
They're
I thought it was
under.
Aardman.
That's
Maybe another-
Aardman.
It is.
Oh,
I think
okay.
they might be under. Like they
Just
might
enough-
help or assist.
Just another studio assist. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking Leica. They do the stop motion ones.
I know. I think their
Car-
last film was
Caroline.
Coraline.
those-
I think their
Coraline,
last
thank
film
you.
was The Missing Link that Leica did. And I'm like, okay, that was like 2018. So we could be due for a new one. I think. Yeah, 2019. So I know it takes a long time to make those films, but it's been a while.
And now, Sony Animation.
Yeah, now they're
We'll talk
really
more about them now because right now
really killing it.
they're killing it. They've changed the game. I've seen it. I've seen the future. I saw it yesterday, and it's
That's what I said in 2018. Okay, 2018 when it came out, I said they just changed everything.
yeah, they changed everything now. Who
Again?
did Lego Movie? Who was that? Was that DreamWorks too?
Oh, I don't know.
Lego
actually.
Movie. That was
Lego Movie was done by Lord and Miller, who also did the Spider-Man films, which you
Warner
can see a lot-
Brothers.
That was Warner Brothers.
Warner
okay.
Brothers, which they don't really do much.
They focus on the DC animation.
Yeah,
stuff.
they do the real live action stuff. But anyways, so the writers are still on strike. We're standing alongside them in solidarity. Man,
I'm not. Let them go.
no? Aw, man.
They
You know
want
what?
That
I want
streaming money. They
quality.
want a cut of that action. And,
I want
you know,
quality. That's what I hope they're standing for, is a little bit more quality.
You know what I want?
Okay.
I want the Lord to intervene and the best thing to happen. Okay, that's what I want.
Let your
the
will be
big
done,
fat
Lord.
studio
That's right.
heads to get more money. I want those guys to get much more money than the little guys. That's kind of what I want. I want capitalism to win.
Oh my gosh. Why did
Oh.
I want
Brian
the
decide
rich to get
choose
richer,
villainy?
and the semi-rich should just keep making it
Brian's
by.
rooting for the wildfires in Canada right now.
Oh my god.
He's, Brian woke up and chose villainy today.
Hey, isn't that natural? Did somebody cause that? Is that somebody caused that, or is
Supposedly,
that?
it sounded like it was.
Are there more fires?
Oh yeah, it's so
Oh,
bad
wait.
right
I
now.
didn't
It's
know.
the end of the world right now.
They
Oh
were
my
saying
gosh.
that it was
Wait a
human-
minute. Are you sure that wasn't like just like a regular natural forest fire that just happens naturally, or some guy was smoking a cig and?
What I heard, it sounded like it was human-made. I'm sorry, human-made.
Man-made.
All those blunts.
I don't know.
All those
'Cause
blunts
it's never,
they're doing
it's
in
never woman
California.
Made. It's
No,
it's
it's always the men's fault. Anyways.
Oh my gosh.
However, where are we going? Why does it say however? For the writer stuff? I don't know. Due to its success, Hocus Pocus 3 is in the works, and Captain America 4 is well underway. And
That's why the however. We are still getting things.
Daddy Harrison Ford's in it. I didn't know he was gonna be in it.
Heck yeah, he's taken over as the role of General Ross that was played by William Hurt in the previous films.
So will this be his last film?
He's probably still gonna make movies, but he won't be
He's-
Indiana Jones anymore.
I thought he was
Yeah.
gonna be done making movies. That's why I got
Yeah,
so emotional.
he was thinking about retirement, but I know
I hope
gonna
not.
he's gonna make another season of Yellowstone or whatever the heck that show is.
He
1923.
was in Yellowstone.
Yeah, one of the spin-offs, Yellowstone 1923.
What's
Recommend
up with
it.
him in numbers? Was that movie Blade Runner 1984?
2042 or something like
Yeah,
that. It was in the.
Oh, man. Are you serious? This is supposed to be an entertainment podcast. You got to get your stuff together.
Now, Brian, I do have. I do have a question for Brian because this was in.
Why is it not for me?
Oh, well, okay, for both of
Why
you.
can't it be for me?
Sure, it could be for both of you.
Why can't it be
You
for
don't
our
want to embarrass
listeners?
yourself.
It is everybody. I did not know the answer to this because I truthfully have never seen this movie. You can scorn me all you want.
I probably have not either.
Yeah. What is the name of Harrison Ford's character in The Fugitive?
Richard Kimball.
Dang it! Nobody
Dr.
at
Richard Kimball.
nobody at my table knew that answer.
What
And
year
we
is that
were-
movie?
The Fugitive is like one of the greatest movies ever made.
What year is it?
From
1992?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
1992.
we
Tommy
were-
Lee
we-
Jones won an Oscar for that movie.
Oh, is that where? No. What movie is that?
It's called The Fugitive.
is where Harrison Ford is accused. It's based off the television show that ran in the 50s, where Harrison Ford is a doctor accused of murdering his wife, but he claims it was done by a one-armed man, and he was framed for it. But the evidence shows that he did it, and so he is put in jail. Then he escapes from jail. And then Tommy Lee Jones plays an Oscar-winning performance as this U.S. Marshal who has to search for him. So it's a cat and mouse chase across the country. It's such an excellent. It's like it's such a dad movie, such a
Yeah.
grandpa movie. It really is.
No, that's what I was thinking of. Air Force One for some reason. I recently watched that movie for the first time, and that one was so good.
I want my family back.
Yes, I loved it.
Get off my plane. Yeah, so good. Gary Oldman is so good in that
I
movie.
love that man. He is incredible. One of my favorite actors, definitely.
Bill H. Macy is in the film. He's so good. Oh man.
This is a
Glenn
good movie.
Close
Yeah.
is in the film. She's fantastic again, but Harry Ford is like the best, other than Morgan Freeman, the best film president ever.
Yeah. Oh, Morgan Freeman is a good president. Anyways, so yeah, we're getting a Hocus Pocus 3, Captain America 4. I don't know who's excited
Bless
for
you.
those,
Oh my
but
God.
Excuse me, thank you.
Will
Well,
Buh-bye be there for them?
Yeah. Yeah,
Fantastic.
I will be there for at least Hocus Pocus.
Okay.
Because it'll come to streaming and I'll watch it. And we've got our Halloween stuff. But the reason why it says however is that things still are coming out. They may not be the best things, but they're still coming out.
Movie wise, it's gonna come out still, because
Yeah.
those have box office.
Yeah, that's some pretty serious money there.
And then they changed. I know I saw Katie sent it. They changed the title of the Captain America 4. It was New World Order, and what did they switch it to?
Captain America 4?
It was
Captain
New World Order. I think that was maybe too political.
America. Let's see, Brave New.
World.
Yeah, Brave New World.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which? Well, so one World Order to Brave New World. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
One,
kinda
yeah,
like the
one
other
seems
better.
more hopeful compared to one that's like, it's the Antichrist coming. You know.
Oh my gosh.
Jeez.
So the release date should be May 3rd, 2024.
Yeah.
24. May?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
That'll do good. That'll make at least 500 mil. You can put that in the bank right now.
Speaking of, did you see that Mario is number 2 at what is it called? Highest grossing animated film?
No, it bumped up a notch.
Bumped up. It is number 2.
Who's beating it?
Knocked down Frozen. Oh man. I actually
Frozen
don't know.
2. It beat Frozen 2
Number
it beat
one
Frozen.
animated.
It beat the original Frozen?
It beat the
Yeah.
original Frozen.
Oh my gosh, man. Who's the number 1 animated film?
Oh, I don't know.
What is the? No, that's not right. No, Frozen 2. Here it is. Frozen 2 is still number 1 with 1.45 billion. The Super Mario Brothers, it's not even going to touch it with 1.31 billion.
Oh yeah.
And then Frozen, the original Frozen, is 1.28 billion.
That's insane to look at, though. That Mario is up there with Frozen too.
Oh my gosh.
Holy cow, man.
And somebody, I don't agree with this statement. I saw this on the internet at some point that said, "Oh, well, of course Mario is going to gross that much money. Look how long it's lasted. Like it's an IP that's been around for 40 years.
Yeah.
Of course it's going to gross that. Don't come at me with that, man. They've never come out with a good movie, and here you have like Frozen compared to Frozen, which appeals to especially little girls. It's a musical. It's animated. It's got a talking snowman, and it's got animals. Don't come at me with that, okay? You, on the other hand, for Mario, you have a plumber. A plumber.
No, I agree with that sentiment
No.
that they're saying. It has been around for 40 years. It has adult audiences and kid audiences. You have Princess Peach going for the girls. You have
I don't
Mario
think. Yeah, I
going
don't
for
think
the
when people
boys.
hear Mario, they think, "Oh, plumbing." That's not the first thing that comes to
No,
mind.
they think,
Okay.
I'm gonna go kick some Goomba. You know? That's what they think.
Where is that? Like, what part of the Goomba is that?
Yeah, the Goomba is going down. So, wow,
Okay.
That's
Okay,
insane
fine.
numbers. But here we go. Top 10 movies grossing, whatever. Okay? Animated films. 2016, Zootopia. Sorry, that was number 10. Going
Yeah, I was like,
to number 9.
Zootopia.
Going
What?
number 9, 2016, Finding Dory. How the heck is Finding Dory up that
That
high?
made a crap ton of money,
It
dude.
beat The Lion King, just by the way. Okay? Number 8, 2017, Despicable Me 3.
Ugh.
Yep. Number 7, 2010, Toy Story 3. Number 6, 2019, Toy Story 4. Number
Heck
5,
yeah.
2015, Minions. Ew, I hate
gosh.
that. That the Minions movie.
That's
Okay.
such like a Happy Meal movie.
That's such a good example. Number 4, 2018, Incredibles 2. Number 3, 2013, Frozen. Number 2, 2023, the Super Mario Bros. Movie. And number 1, 2019, Frozen 2. So, that's where we're at.
Now, if you look at domestic box office, it did make more than Frozen 2. The domestic box office is $567 million versus Frozen 2's $477 million.
Oh wow.
That's quite a difference. But internationally, Frozen 2 took it away.
Can I just say that I hate that they called it the Super Mario Bros. Movie? That's the
Why?
title. It's so long.
Super Mario Bros. Movie.
I'm gonna go see the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Why do they have to even add the word movie in it?
Why do you call it Super?
Exactly. Why couldn't it have just been the Mario Bros?
Because they can't. They're not just the Mario Brothers.
Or call it Super Mario Bros. Why did it have to include?
Oh, maybe to distinguish it from the 1993 classic.
Classic.
Yeah, featuring John Leguizamo and Bill Hopkins. Hoskins. That's the one.
Bobby! Bobby! I'm sorry, Bob.
John Leguizamo's up there going, "It's dandelion."
Oh, he's so bitter.
He's so bitter that he's not Luigi.
Oh, he is. He's made such a fuss about it.
We choose Charlie Day. I'm sorry. You can stay as Bruno.
Charlie Day every day.
John Leguizamo can go back into the walls like Bruno, and we'll take Charlie Day. So.
Indeed. Hey, everybody's forgotten about Encanto, right?
Yeah, Encanto's not even on here on this list, and Encanto was huge.
Well, what I'm saying is that for schools everywhere, for schools, Encanto was like a big thing, and now it's like, who? What?
Mirabelle? Butt?
Look, man. Look, I'll take Encanto's success any day compared to like the Last Dragon chick, Raya and the Last.
Oh, of course.
I'll take Encanto fame way over like something like that, dude. You know.
Of course.
No, we do not support the Raya and the Last Dragon in this house. I'm sorry.
Dang.
She's the last dragon for a reason.
Oof. Ouch.
Yipe!
Anyways, moving on. Last news bit of this week. No Nintendo Direct. Oh, why do I not speak English tonight? That happens every now and then. No Nintendo Direct for June, but that may be a good thing. Nintendo's still not out of the spotlight, though, as they unveil new pastel-colored Joy-Cons, as well as a new trailer for Pikmin 4. That was not even a trailer. That was like a teaser. That was like a little,
yeah.
Here you go.
I thought it was really cute, though, and it was. It's really cool that you get to customize. I don't know what it is about video games. When you get to customize your own character, it's like,
it's like what Arlo said in his video about it. It's not necessary, but it just adds so much more, like, I made it, you know? Like, ooh, it's mine, and that one's me. It's the same with the Pokemon games. It's the same with the Animal Crossing games. They don't have to give you options. They can just say, here, this is you. Deal with it. And you just land flat on your face, and you're like, ooh. This is me. You know, you just wake up and this is me. But
yeah,
they're like, you know what? We are going to let you change out your eyeballs. We are going to let you change out your hair. You know what? Let's even change out your head shape. You can be an oval. All right? You are Oval Kid now. So they didn't have to do that, but they did. And it's just fun.
All my life I've been Rectangle Kid, and now I can be Oval Kid.
Oval.
Oh,
by the way, I believe Xbox has a showcase coming out, and so does Bethesda. They had supposed to be a lot of stuff coming out.
Really?
Yeah.
It has been nothing but crickets from Bethesda.
I think this is the one they got. Was it Star something?
Oh,
that's the big game.
Not Starlink. It is frick.
Starfield.
Yeah, Starfield.
That's the big game that's coming out. I've been seeing lots of clips about it. It sucks because I wish it would be cross-platform. It's not. It's only gonna be an Xbox exclusive.
Listen, Xbox needs this.
They do. That's why they need it.
They need this.
And I'm like, oh yeah, all the Xbox fans are like just dying. Like, please give me something. They're talking about maybe doing a couple reissues of Fallout New Vegas for next gen.
That'd be good.
Where
Fallout
are their
4.
games? Where are their games?
Bethesda?
No. PlayStation. Where are their games?
Listen, we've talked about this, man.
I'm still flabbergasted. Where are the games?
Doesn't Kojima have a new game coming out? Yeah. I don't know when, but he's supposed to have one soon.
Wasn't it Death Stranding 2?
That's in development.
That is something else too, a new story.
Where
and I know,
the games?
and there's new Metal Gear Solids remakes supposed to come out.
Yeah.
We talked about those a few weeks ago, I think, but
yeah.
You know,
the new Diablo 4 just came out, but that's on 2 platforms.
Isn't that PC? Isn't that just PC?
No, that's Xbox, PlayStation, and PC.
Hunter's playing it literally right now, right next to me.
Yeah, I know people are.
Nice.
I got a lot of buddies playing it. They're just like, yes.
He's having a blast. So he's like,
well, that's good.
Oh, I can't wait to come home and play Diablo 4. I can't wait. I just want to sit on my computer and play Diablo.
Now,
and the cool thing is that you get to play with your friends. So I think that's a really huge
Well, of course.
thing.
Now, the other game that one of my buddies I'm curious to know what he thinks, is Street Fighter 6. That just came out, and I'm curious. I just want to know.
Yeah.
How is it? If you're playing it, listeners, let us know.
I thought there was supposed to be like a new game that's supposed to be the COD Killer. That's what I've been hearing.
Oh, there's no way. There cannot be. It's too big.
I just don't know. I don't pay attention to Call of Duty or any of that, so.
I mean, you got Jedi Survivor that's still pretty new out there, and you know,
and I have that game. I need to sit down and play it, but I'm so bad, y'all. Wesley teases me. I've been replaying Pokemon with a new starter. I'm still trying to finish Fire Emblem Engage, and I'm playing Breath of the Wild. Brian, do you know that I already have like 100 hours on Breath of the Wild?
It's not Breath of the Wild, it's Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh my god! I'm gonna get torn up!
What's
this game? Novalands? You guys into Novalands?
No, I don't know what that is.
I don't either.
Okay, how about Spider Heck?
What?
No.
No, okay, Black Skylands.
What are these? What are all of these things?
Slime 3K Rise Against Despot.
What?
Oh, I've got that on pre-order.
I Am Future.
What is
No.
Outbreak Island.
These are bargain bin games.
Storm Train. Void Train. Vertical Kingdom. Good Heavens. Vengeance of Mr. Peppermint. Sengoku Dynasty. Serum. Grind.
What vengeance is
Dawn
Dr.
of the
Peppermint
Monsters.
Oh
Gory,
my gosh.
Cuddly Carnage. Crypt Custodian.
Okay, you're
Nocturnal,
done. Please stop.
Heartless,
But I
3
Please.
minutes to 8.
What is
By
this?
Sweet Carol.
Are these games? Wait, Brian. Are these games on the Xbox?
Or is Brian just listing out random adjectives and nouns?
No, these are actual games. Like Pizza Possum, official co-op trailer. Lake.
For what platforms?
I don't know. Super Adventure Hand, official trailer. Kingdom 80s, official PC.
Oh
release.
So these are like the shovelware that when you go into the Nintendo eShop, you have to sift through all of that garbage.
Sacrifier. Sacrifier. Remnant 2. Blood West. Deadlink. World of Horror. Anton Blast. That's a movie, actually. Iron Meat. Abyssus. Evolutus. Forgotlings.
when I see
Terra
this scene,
Memoria?
Brian, zip it for a second. When I see this like being animated, is Brian is just like in the background with a list, and Katie's character is just sitting like on the ground with her head going like this while she's singing the song, and Brian's just going through the list of all these names, pulling them out of his butt.
The Day Before? Escape Simulator
Ba-ba-ba.
VR?
Who is playing these games?
I think that's the end.
Oh, really? Is it finally?
Um,
Some of those sounded like garbage. With the peppermint, Mr. Peppermint, Dr. Peppermint.
hey man, these are what
Hey,
people
we're
are
growing
playing.
peppermint. We bought some peppermint plants last night.
I don't know why I thought of
Dr.
just like
Fetus's
actual mints.
Mean Meat Machine?
Dun 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 dun
No,
dun
make
dun
it stop.
dun 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 dun.
Well,
I
anyways,
think that was it.
what colors are these Joy-Cons? These pastel Joy-Cons?
Oh, they're quite lovely, but maybe a little too late. Pastel Joy-Cons. There's a nice yellow one, green, pink, and like a purplish. They look like Easter eggs.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, they're really, really cute.
I like those colors.
Yeah. The purple and green go together, and it's like a pinkish red and yellow. They go together as well.
I like that.
I love mixing and matching my Joy-Cons with the colors. I don't know why.
No,
It's the little things in life.
No, I was the girl that was like, I do not want that ridiculous red and blue. I want the gray Joy-Cons, and then they drifted on me, so now I am the ridiculous red and blue. And I'm like, oh, I hate that. I wanted the gray. I wanted it flat.
I've got the dark blue and yellow one, like neon yellow. The pink and green ones that look like Splatoon 2. The gray ones, red and blue, and I've got some Pro controllers, different Pro controllers.
Let us know down in the comments below what color Joy-Cons you have. And that will conclude the news segment. So let's go ahead and go into the chunk zone.
So chunky.
Before that, real quick, the giveaway. Okay, this is what you have to do. We are having a Tears of the Kingdom giveaway. You will be getting stickers designed by me. Okay, these are fresh stickers. No one else will have them. They will be only for you. Okay? You'll get a Bump That sticker of our characters. You will get a Bump That logo sticker and 2 Tears of the Kingdom stickers. So, you will want to sign up for this giveaway. I
also have a Zelda plush.
Okay, so I was thinking either a plushie or an amiibo. So a plush is cool.
Yep.
Alright, so, and that's what you'll be getting. 4 stickers, 1 plush. All you have to do is share the videos with some friends, get somebody to subscribe. We'll know who is subscribing because we can see the names. And then all you have to do is comment down below to enter your name in and type in your friend's user to add another, token or entry into the giveaway so that you can have multiple entries in, so your name can be added to the pool multiple times. So that's all you have to do. Have a friend subscribe, comment their name. Just go ahead and comment. If you don't want to get other people to subscribe, it's fine. Just comment down below. Your name will be entered in. If you get people to subscribe and put in their username, then it just adds in more entries. So do that. You'll want this giveaway, and that's it. That's all you have to do. So we'll be letting you know in the coming weeks whenever we're ready to do the giveaway.
By no means is this a pyramid scheme.
No, it is not. You will be getting stickers, and you don't have to do anything else. Just apply them to a book bag or to a binder or your laptop. I don't know. But anyways, it is time for the chunk. Brian, you saw The Little Mermaid and Spider-Man. You gotta let us know how it went.
Alright. So first movie we saw with the family. All 4 of us went to go see Little Mermaid. We went in the morning, like 10:30 a.m. at the AMC. So it was pretty nice. It was pretty sweet. here's the thing. Little Mermaid is one of the best Disney movies. I'll even say this. If I had never seen the animated Little Mermaid before I saw this live action one, if I'd never seen the animated one and the first time I saw this one, I would have been like, this is the best fantasy romance movie, musical, whatever it is, I've ever seen. It was done so well. So well. This was classic Disney. It had the classic Disney magic we all grew up with, that we all love. I was like watching this film, and I was like the whole time I kept looking at Joanna, who was 3 seats on the other side between our kids, and I was like just giving thumbs up because this movie was hitting all the right beats, dude. And I want to say something really quick too. Halle Bailey is a star. Girl knocks it out of the park.
That's what I heard.
Hooray!
Our gal Melissa McCarthy is awesome. She destroys every scene she's in. She's so fun. I mean, the movie is a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. It's so good. I really recommend it. I don't know if it's like you have to go see it in the theater, but we really enjoyed it. Nobody had a bad time watching it. Mm-hmm. I know there's been some critiques about like it's kind of a dark film because of they're underwater, there's not so much light and everything, but it works well. There's a lot of parts I'm like, how did they do that? Because it looks really well. The end battle, the big scene where Ursula turns into the giant witch,
Whoa, spoilers.
Sorry. And
just
she's
kidding.
like,
just kidding.
I have the power. When she that whole big scene, the CGI is god awful because it's pretty much you can't see anything at all. It's so bad. The CGI is so bad, but like pretty much the movie is defined by the musical numbers. So, Part of Your World, Halle Bailey is like Disney princess galore, and it's so good.
Did you guys see the video of her and Jodie Benson meeting on the red carpet and how like touching that was?
I saw pictures. I didn't watch the video.
Like,
Jodie Benson does have a cameo. You'll know it right away when you see it. She does. It's really good. What's Under the Sea is a banger, dude. It is a banger. And the cast, who they got, I don't know. I forgot who plays
Sebastian.
Sebastian. I think it's like David something. But he so funny. All his lines that you imagine from the regular old Sebastian from the '89 film, when he does it, you can't help but laugh and just like, oh my god, it's so funny. It's really good. Javier Bardem is like barely there. He's not that great.
He was in Hamilton.
David?
The guy who plays Sebastian's character, he was in Hamilton. Yes. His name is David Diggs.
David Diggs, okay. So he's amazing in the film. He sings great. And again, it's kind of the critique I had with like a lot of the Lion King films. The animals don't have facial expressions. Sometimes it doesn't work. But in this movie, since it's more fantastical, they're able to do a little bit more, give the animals a little bit more anthropomorphism, so they look and act more like humans. So it actually works. So even though it looks like a real life crab doing all the talking, for some reason, I don't know, it just works. Awkwafina as Scuttle is, I don't know, you could give or take. If you like Awkwafina, you might like it.
Was it Ryan the Last Dragon?
No.
With the
it was okay. There is this one, she has this one rap scene, and Joanna was like, oh my god, I thought that part would never end. But I was like, I don't know, it's maybe you could have cut it, but it worked. It was fine. Man. But like Under the Sea was good. Kiss the Girl was great. Poor Unfortunate Souls, all these big bangers, these amazing songs and sequences are just like really well done. Eric, the guy they cast as Eric, Joanna was like, oh man.
Okay, so let's talk real quick. Let's break it down. Acting, the actor's job. You just talked about
Halle Bailey is a star. She's a star.
how believable were their characters? Did you feel like they portrayed?
Yes, believable.
Okay.
Halle Bailey was great, wonderful. She had the vulnerability. She didn't feel like, because Ariel's supposed to be like 16, but
Yeah.
you never felt like Ariel was like an underage teenager. You felt like this was a girl. It just worked. You never felt like weird about it.
Yeah.
Did she come off as like
She wasn't
I want to.
stiff.
No, I
She
mean,
wasn't.
okay, so in the original Little Mermaid, Ariel is a little bratty.
She's like, I'm almost 16, Dad.
No,
No.
I'm 16 years old, Dad. I know everything. That kind of thing. And
Not at all. She felt really strong, independent. They did an awesome job making the character and the way she acted it out, where she was she could handle herself. She really could. She just wasn't getting the chance to prove that she could handle herself, if that makes sense. Yeah. So that's the thing. It's like she loves her dad so much. It's evident in the film that she's like, oh my god, I love my dad. I love my family, all my sisters, my mermaid sisters. But there's just so much out there that I want to know. I want to go get to see, but I'm not given the opportunity to do so. If you would just like give me a chance to like explain to you, to talk to me. But Javier Bardem was like, no. Actually, it's more like, no, you will not go do this. No, daughter.
Oh my. So deep.
Yeah, and then too, when Ariel's silent, when she's mute, when she meets Prince Eric and all that, like Halle Bailey's able to just convey so much through motion and body language. Even though they took that line out.
Yeah, I heard they did.
They did take that line out. That is just it just works. You're like watching like a master actress here at work, man. And then McCarthy is great. She really vamps it up. She's going very drag queenish, and it works.
There was one scene of her swimming with her tentacles that I was like, how did they do that? How did they make that happen?
There's some underwater parts that are just like, what? It looks really good. And then there's some underwater parts that are like just...
Ooh, the budget wasn't there for that one.
Yeah.
A different team came in and did that part.
And whenever they're like doing stuff like on the beach or on land, it all looks good.
Okay, so then let's talk about that. How were the graphics? How was the setting? Did it feel like the original movie, or did they make it their own?
I think they as far as like the Disney nostalgia remakes go, I would say this one definitely had a lot of polishing. I feel like they were like, we need to make this one right. We don't want to make this one look bad, make it look cheap. Like if you look at Lion King looks just like, it doesn't look good, at all. Aladdin is okay. It's very Bollywood, which I think they were going for.
Yeah.
Jungle Book is probably one of the better ones, but this one, it feels like like I said, like if you never saw the original animated feature, you'd watch this and you'd be like, wow, this is a really excellent movie. This is like a movie that they don't make anymore, because it's a romantic comedy with some fantasy stuff in it. They don't make movies like that anymore. And
the one remake that they did that I did like was Cinderella. That remake I really did enjoy. It has Helena Bonham Carter as the fairy godmother, and I really liked that remake. However, it's not on Disney Plus.
That's a crime.
It is. It's such a good one. The other one that I really liked was Maleficent. Great film starring Angelina Jolie. Also not on Disney Plus, if you can believe that.
Weird.
Right.
Yeah, no, the movies, the visuals are great. Honestly, it kind of cracked me up, because I know it's not supposed to. Whenever you see Flounder, though, he looks like the fish on the wall that's like flopping, and it's like like hello sunshine or
Yeah,
something. What it
the
sings
one
like
that sings a song.
some corny song. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Grandpa
And I mean
had
that's
one
Don't
of those when we were a
worry.
kid.
Be
but
happy.
Literally,
yeah,
yeah.
but it's that kid Jacob Tremblay, the little kid, doing the voice. So it's like this like 9-year-old boy being like, "Oh Ariel, where are we going? There's sharks around here." Ah! But he's like, "There's nothing going on here. He's dead. He's a fish." It's like if you took a dead fish and we're like,
Oh my
you know,
gosh.
it's just like a
That's
rubber
so
fish,
messed
and
up.
but I kept laughing every time he popped up and was talking, and he's like, he pops up, he's popping up like, oh my gosh, hey Scuttle, did they kiss? No, they're not doing anything. Oh no, I would just laugh because it
no.
just looks so. Like, is it supposed to look this like rubbery, like a rubber animal, like popping out of the water? Like, hey, what's going on? Yeah.
I like that. I don't
Yeah.
know. It kind of makes me think of when the SpongeBob characters went onto land for
Exactly.
the first time, and what was it? Squidward.
Hey, I lost my shorts. Hey, SpongeBob.
Yeah, SpongeBob's like an actual sponge. Patrick is a sea star. Mr. Krabs is a red rubber crab, and then Squidward. We remember what Squidward looks like. He says, "What?" That's what I think of when you say flounder.
It's very charming. It's a very charming film.
That's good. So then you said the music was good. How was the
Music was great.
runtime?
It is long. It is long. I felt like Prince Eric had his own solo number that, I mean, it was good, but they could have cut it for time. Scuttle, Aquafina, she had her own song, rap, and I was like, this could have been in the deleted scene, but, I mean, it was okay. It didn't bother me too much. But
Yeah.
if you wanted to cut for time, I'd cut that out, yeah.
Wasn't the song director Lin-Manuel Miranda?
Yes, he produced the film as well.
Okay, so yeah, there you go.
He's got his hands on everything.
You know he was gonna put music everywhere he could.
And you can see how talented he is. The way he orchestrates all the music and everything. Of course, the music was done by Alan Menken back in the day, who won Oscars, I think, for the films. And yeah, but I mean, talented work being done. Directed by Rob Marshall, who did like Chicago and a few other musicals, stuff like that.
All right, well that's the Little Mermaid film.
I recommend it. I give it a solid A-. It was excellent.
That's high up there.
Yeah.
All right, now what we've all been waiting for, that bread and butter, Spider-Man. Tell us all about it, man. I
Into
can't
the
wait.
Spider-Verse. Oh
Yes.
my gosh. So me and the girls saw it. We went to the late show yesterday at 6:30. I thought it was gonna be dead when we got there, but it was packed.
Oh
And there were
wow.
all these nerds there, ton of nerds. And you know what? It's appropriate because this is a nerd movie galore. This is a nerd's wet dream come alive, man. It's so much.
We can't say that.
They don't know what a wet dream is.
Kids
Stop it!
kids pee in their bed as
Oh man.
Oh my gosh. There's so much. I mean, I need to see this movie. Here's the thing. This movie is long. It is 2.5 hours. It's a long A movie. But there's so much going on. One of the most detailed animated films I've ever seen. You're going to have to see this movie at least 4 or 5 times to get to see everything. It's Easter eggs galore, characters galore, background stuff going on. Made from the guys who made the Lego movies, which already themselves had a lot of characters, were really long, known for like just really flashy visuals.
nerd
I
stuff
think
too. They did a lot of nerd stuff in that Lego movie.
a lot of nerd stuff too, and they play a lot with the way a movie is supposed to be told, the narrative. They do a lot of that here with the characters. If you liked the original Spider-Man, Into the Spider-Verse, or what was the first one called? What was the tagline for it? Spider-Man.
Into the Spider-Verse.
No, that's the new one.
That's
Is it?
this one.
Spider-Man. Frick. Spider-Man.
Why don't I remember?
Across the no, stop. Don't yell at me.
Or is this one Across the Spider-Verse?
Okay, the first one was Into the Spider-Verse.
Okay.
The next one is Across the Spider-Verse.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's not hard to remember. So, so I think if you're a fan of Into the Spider-Verse, you may or may not like this one. This one it's jolting. It's very. This is pure art being done, pop art being done in this film, and first thoughts when I saw it was like, wow, that was amazing. The visuals are amazing. The animation is amazing. I don't know how much of it is like true animation, hand drawn, and what part of it CGI. They mold and mesh so well into each other that you have no idea what's up or right or left down in this film. It's jarring. It's visually jarring. It's tweaky. It's weird, but it's so fun and enjoyable that you
it
want to
works.
see it again. You know, but the it's not a simple Spider-Man story. It's not like Uncle Ben simple plot. This plot is very thick. I've already heard lots of people talk about it. They have no idea what's going on throughout the film. No idea. They don't understand the plot at all.
Oh, wow.
It's so my daughters watched it and they had no clue what was going on. You know, because you're just kind of bombarded by the visuals that the plot just kind of seems just like, where is it? I can't come back to the main story.
Is that
So there's a lot going. There's a it can be. I think that some people can still maintain that, like the narrative, like what's the driving force of the story, but there's almost too much going on to keep track. Or what do I really care about? Do I really care about Miles Morales? Do I care about Gwen Stacy? Do I care about Miles, Gwen, and their families, their own personal lives? Do I care about this whole seeming thing about Marvel? Is this a critique on Marvel? Is it a critique on multiverses? It's all these different things. Is it about all these other spider people and their lives entangled? Is it about all Spider-Man stories, superhero stories are the same? They all have the same kind of
what
beats
is
and
up
rhythms.
with Marvel and the multiverse thing? Like, they are really hung up on that.
You know,
It's
so
in
yeah,
every
it's like
movie.
it's like so every Peter Parker has to go through the same sort of. It's like Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne, in order for Bruce Wayne to exist, does he always have to have his mom and dad die, be
Yes.
shot, be killed? That's kind of like a driving force of the whole thing. Is that in order for Spider-Man to be Spider-Man, he has to have X, Y, and Z happen for him
An Uncle Ben
to be a
type
hero,
thing.
or for other things to happen. If you love the comics, if you follow Spider-Man comics, you'll love the film because they definitely honor those. They honor all the different kinds of spider. I mean, it blows your mind how many thousands there may be different Spider-Men. They have Spider-Mans from every genre, country, race, gender, ethnicity, lots of spider animals. It just goes on and on and on and on. And I mean, it's just neat. Katie, remember how crazy when you watch everything, everywhere, all at once?
Yes.
It's like yeah, if Spider-Man and that movie came together, and boom, you have this one, and where it's just like I don't even know where this is going. What is happening? There's some sort of what? We're fighting an evil entity that goes through universes, through galaxies, and through realms and realities. Do you know if I do this, then this affects something else in a different reality? It's really trippy like that. This is a very trippy film. So
Yeah.
if you go in, I mean, if you go into it just expecting a regular Spider-Man has got to save the day, save Mary Jane, and beat Doc Ock, you're not gonna get that kind of. This is nothing like that. There has never been a superhero film done at this level to this with this amount of pressure in it. It's
All right,
crazy.
so then let's talk. You just talked a lot about the story, I guess, of how different it is. How would you say they are similar?
You're talking
This
about
one's-
this one compared to the one before it?
Yeah.
So I would feel like the original is kind of like your typical superhero gets his powers, learns to fight and be confident, all that kind of. That was the first one. This one is a little bit of that, but also so much more too.
Yeah.
A big part of the film is the story of Gwen Stacy. Gwen has a lot of screen time in this story, and already there's a lot of stuff going on about what her story actually means. And I'm gonna start looking into it more because there may be an agenda there too, possibly.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'm gonna look into it more because I did notice it. I was like, is this an allegory for some other kind of problem that people have whenever they have a secret life and they have to tell their families, sort of deal, kind of deal.
Yeah.
What it is, if you know what I'm getting at. So it was very, very fascinating. But there's a lot of Gwen in the film, which I liked. My kids were like, "Oh, Gwen is awesome" and everything. So I like Gwen. I want more Gwen. I want more Spider-Gwen, Spider-Woman. So yeah, I really enjoy getting that. The film is funny. It's just as funny as the first one. There are lots of laugh out loud moments.
Yeah.
So many.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, and then just crazy Spider-Man action. It's webs,
Mm-hmm.
jumping, flipping, twisting. Yeah.
What I loved about the first one was how quippy it was. It was so silly at the same time. Like, he runs into one of the officers at the school, and the guy says, "I know you sneak out last night, Morales." And then Miles goes, "Play dumb. Who's Morales? Not that dumb." Like, his inner thoughts are just playing in his brain. I love that type of stuff.
You have a lot of that in here. That's Lord and Miller comedy all the way. You're gonna have a ton of that. There is some
love
moments
it.
like that, and I would just be like, would be like the only one laughing out loud in the movie theater. Like, oh. My kids would look over me like, "What?
Oh my
What are you
gosh.
talking about?" Like,
That's Wesley.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Wesley's the only one laughing.
So I mean, I hope you guys need to see it. I
Yeah.
mean, so we can discuss
So-
more. Like,
Wait, how
I
was...
whoop whoop.
Real quick, how was the music? Because the music was a huge staple in the first one.
Dude. Oh my god, I'm so glad you asked that, dude. Because at dinner time today, I was like, oh my gosh, I need to get this soundtrack.
I got the first soundtrack right away and was
Oh
listening
my
to it.
gosh.
I
was
got
like,
the
dude,
movie right away.
this has got like some of the best hip hop, R&B, smooth beats ever. Like, if you're
I'm so
taking a girl
excited.
over to your house, and you want to like set the mood, you play these jams, dude.
Oh, I love that because the first one was so good. I was like, why am I like getting down to the Spider-Verse soundtrack in my car?
No,
As-
legit, for real. I mean, I'm so glad you asked. There's these musical points in the film, and there's a lot going on in this film. It's just nonstop. Everything is coming at you. Like, Ella said her eyes were beginning to hurt. We were sitting, like, right in the middle, but the visual is just, like, blasting in your face. And so whenever there's, like, a moment where it just, like, stops, cools down, and you get some sweet music coming in, like an interlude, and you're just like, oh, yeah, let me just simmer on this for a second, baby, because you hitting me in all the right spots, girl.
Wow. Well, at least that's good. I'm glad.
Yeah.
I loved the music in the first one, so I can't wait to have more of that type of stuff on my phone. I literally bought that soundtrack, like, immediately.
Yeah, it's up there. It's just gonna be an up there one.
And then animation. I guess that's the last one. You were talking about how it's a lot in your face, but
Oh man, it's in your face.
before
Lots-
you started
lots
the
of-
podcast, you said it changed everything again.
So yeah, here's the thing. Like, so we saw when we saw Little Mermaid, they had the preview for one of the new Disney films coming out, which is called Wish. I know Katie mentioned that a few weeks ago or whatever. That has looks like a very traditional, but also modern type of animation style. I feel like Disney is now trying to catch up with Sony Animation and what they're doing in Spider Verse, because you have so many different animation styles just jammed packed into this one. You have, and like I said, you don't know which is CGI, which is hand drawn.
Right.
You have lots of different styles of comic book drawings. Something that's very old school, 1940s, ink and pen, then to something very modern now, very glossy, graphic-y.
Well, it's even like Sony has decided, you know what? This was cool. We're gonna start putting this in all of our films because Puss and Boots and The Last Wish did the same thing. That animation style, I don't know if the movie would have felt exactly the same if it had not done what they did with Spider-Verse, which they took on that same animation style. So they changed the game with the first film, with this first Spider-Man film, and then you said that they changed the game again. Do you think it's just like upping it even more?
This is a 2.5 hour movie. You have time to. They were like, you know what? Go to town, do what you want, and that's what they did. That's what the directors did. The animators, they're like, we're gonna throw everything at this. This is graffiti. That's what it is. It's like New York style graffiti, Banksy. They even mentioned Banksy in the film. We're like, we're gonna have a guy. Yeah, we're just gonna have a guy just go out there and throw paint at the wall, and we're gonna make art, and that's what they did. And so they do everything you can imagine at it, and so everybody's gonna be all the Disney guys are gonna be like, holy crap, we're getting beat everywhere now because these guys are telling stories that are touching people, and they're making cutting edge animation CGI. I can't even tell. I'm looking at this thing, and they're taking everything from remember Animatrix, like all those different styles.
That was a weird one.
Can you imagine if they told one story, one movie, with all of that, and then have it all together at one time? So where you have a CGI Final Fantasy-esque high resolution image, and then was something like that was, South Park-esque cardboard cutouts talking
right
together.
next to it.
Yeah, and they're interacting with each other in a way that looks believable.
Yeah. That's so cool. I cannot wait to see it. So, what would you give it as your grade?
But here's the thing, though. This movie, it's intense.
Yeah.
It's very intense. There's a lot. No, I'm not going to give any spoilers out there. It's going to push you. It's going to pull you. You're going to walk out of it like, what just happened right now? So the plot may push people away, but the characters themselves, Miles, Gwen, their families, I love them. Like, I love the characters so much.
His mom,
I love
Rio.
Spider-Man. Yeah, so many Puerto Rican jokes in there, too. Lots of Spanish. But our mom would be like, oh, she's New Yorkican. She's not real Puerto Rican.
She's from Brooklyn.
Yeah, it's not real Puerto Rican. So, you know what? I'm gonna give it an A, because you know what? They're pushing. They're not making a safe film. They did not make a safe film. They're gonna make a film that's gonna push all boundaries. If it fails, it fails. But right now, it's making a crap ton of money. Audiences liking it. It's Spider-Man. Spider-Man is safe, but they push the medium, animation, storytelling. They're trying to take it to the next level. So I'm going to give them props. So I'll give it a solid A.
It's funny. It's like they are the Tears of the Kingdom, the Breath of the Wild of movies with animation, where Breath of the Wild set the standard for what an open world video game should be, and Spider-Verse set the standard of you can go further with animation. You don't need to be cookie cutter anymore. and then they just made their sequel, and they pushed the bar even higher. So I think that's pretty cool.
So here's the thing, like The Flash that comes out, I don't know, next weekend or the weekend after that. That's another multiverse story set in a superhero world. Like, let's see if that one comes as
Yay, we
close
get
to...
multiple Ezra Millers.
Yeah.
Woo!
I can't wait for Indiana Jones to come up with their own multiverse.
Oh my gosh.
That'd be interesting.
Oh Lord.
That should be a poll. What do you think is going to be the next multiverse film franchise?
Friends.
Friends.
What?
Let's see.
It's gotta be something like that.
Instead of Joey, it's Zoe.
Looney Tunes.
How you doing?
Looney Tunes already did it, kind of, with Space Jam.
Space Jam 2 is very multiverse.
Oh, did they? Okay.
Yeah,
well,
there's
then
different
there you
versions
go.
of Bugs and Daffy and all those.
Then they're gonna
fellas.
make a multiverse Hayao Miyazaki film.
Oh my gosh. Oh, you know,
Weird.
remind me before we finish. I have to talk. I'm glad you mentioned that. I've got
Well,
for all you.
Brian just gave his grade, so you can go ahead and.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I saw this in the news earlier this week, and I didn't think that anybody would be interested in it. But Hayao Miyazaki is putting out a movie that he is not advertising at all. Like no trailer, no pictures, no nothing. It's called How Do You Live? And it's supposed to come out July 14th in Japan.
Well, see, here's maybe why. His son created that Earwig film. That was the first 3D Hayao Miyazaki movie. And it flopped. It was not good at all. I didn't even watch it because it looked so ugly. So maybe he's like, I want people to come back. Let's not show anything to get
Like
a crowd.
literally nothing.
You get the
Nothing.
title. That's it. Because I'm Hayao Miyazaki.
I like the word that the internet uses. It's devoid of information.
Oh, wow. Huh.
Yes.
They were keeping it under tight ship.
Yes. So all that I could, there's actually one picture. Let's talk about devoid. It looks like a picture of a bird, a white bird with a blue stripe on it. But yeah, that's it.
All right, very cool. Yeah, Bump That will be there for that one because you know I will be going to see that. I will be seeing that.
Yes.
I love Ghibli films. But anyways, that will conclude this week's episode of Bump That. That was great, guys. I loved it.
Thank
Pats
you.
all around. Pats
Brian,
all around.
I can't wait to see those films. You hyped me up. You really did. And it's
Yeah.
it's late at night, but I want to watch them now. Dang it.
You guys are behind the 8 ball, so let's go.
Yeah. Anyways, I don't want to see Hocus Pocus 3. I'm
I'll take that bullet for you guys.
sorry. I don't know.
If it comes out on
Anyways.
streaming.
Yeah. We've got Brian in this corner.
Where do they find these guys?
We've got KT in this corner.
Dang, I don't have anything. I'm just here.
Oh, come on, man.
What
I don't have anything.
is I had my pen and I wanted to click it so bad and it made me think of Kingpin in the first Spider-Verse movie. He goes, Spider-Man. He's just clicking his pen as he's walking down. So intimidating.
Pens clicking always remind me of GoldenEye. Brian knows that scene.
Well, there you go. And I'm
Yes.
Ileana, your host, signing off.
I'm
on
invincible!
another episode of Bump That. Thank you guys so much for listening, and we will see you guys in next week's episode. Bye-bye!